Well, hello and welcome back, my Royal Rogues. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue. And we have this confirmation, this embarrassing news that, well, Prince Harry's tell-all memoirs pair already suffering embarrassing price cut in UK. The raw, unflinching memoir will be released on January 10, but has already suffered a setback as Waterstone have slashed its price by 50%. I wanted to confirm this because I have seen this in various publications on Twitter, but you know how it is. We have to take whatever we see on Twitter with a grain of salt. But yes, it has been confirmed. A dramatic slash in prices before it's even hit the shelves. Waterstones, the UK's biggest book retailer, has cut the price by a whopping 50%. We're not talking about a small, like 10%, maybe 15% with a coupon or something. No, we are talking about like all the way 50%, half price or half prince, should we say. Undoubtedly one of the biggest memoirs of 2023, and that is, well, subject to discussion thanks precisely to this. The book, which is set to be released in January, was £28, but it's now available for £14. Well, £28 sounds a bit expensive to me. Well, reacting to the news on Twitter, one person wrote, "I told Mama that Prince Harry's book will be half price in Waterstones when it's published. Her eyes lit up when I said that. I told her to forget about it as she's not getting it unless it's a copy I can burn." Oh, how savage. A spokesman for the publisher said, "It was one of the most serene images of the 20th century. Two young boys, two princes walking behind their mother's coffin, blah, blah, blah." You know that they want to pull all the heartstrings to, make a profit. But someone on Quora, did the numbers back then when Obama did his memoirs. And he had from Penguin Random House, the same publishing house that is publishing Harry's memoirs, a $65 million advance. Okay, we know that that's $40 million, the amount that Harry was promised for 3 books, roughly. And so this is the numbers made by Old Lady Number Cruncher. This is 5 years ago, so we have to take it a bit of an adjustment. But just so you can have a ballpark idea of how many books does Harry have to sell. Okay, break even on the print edition for 65 and an advance of 65 million 5 years ago was 3.5 million hardbacks and 7 trade paperbacks. Okay, that is roughly 11 million copies. Okay, 11 million copies was for 65. We can say that, well, at this moment, Harry would have to sell 5 million copies, 6 million copies. I'm going to tell you, I think that is possible. I think that is feasible. What I just don't understand is why did they make this discount? Because it's not only at Waterstones, it's in other outlets too. What did they make this huge discount? Because there's a phenomenon that is a very simple economic principle. When there's demand for a product, when a product when people want to get a product. In this case, it's physical books. Okay, physical books are limited in their quantity because, they don't print infinite books, so there's a limited quantity to them. So for this kind of editions, you can imagine that if people are looking for actually buy the book, well, the price should be at least stable. It's not gonna go up. A book is not gonna go up, and much less higher than £28 because nobody's gonna buy it. But when you slash that price, when you try to compete or slash that price or make some kind of a stimulus with a discount, you're beginning to compete on price. And the moment you start to compete on price, then you disregard completely the value of what you are selling. You are like selling sugar, a commodity. something that it cannot be differentiated from anything else, something that has to effectively compete on price. Because how do you, if you are buying sugar, how do you differentiate one sugar from another? It's still refined sugar. Okay, there's no way to make any distinction. So you try to compete on price. That is a perception that is not only the value of the book, but also the value of the person themselves. In this case, it's a memoir. It's not like a textbook reference for maybe one subject field or an academics book. It's a book not only of a person, but by a person, of his life. It's Harry's life which is in that book. So that discount is like saying, well, and the title, that doesn't help at all. That discount, the title, and when Harry himself are telling us, well, that was a joke, that it's not worth it, that they have to issue this huge discount from the get-go, which is truly embarrassing, because they, for some reason, have the idea that people are not going to be flocking to the libraries the night before they begin selling this to grab their copies. No, that ain't gonna happen. By the way, many people buy their copies over the internet, and they could pre-order this over the internet. I don't know how many people outside UK will buy this book, but I'm sure that it will be. It is gonna be released in 16 languages. By the way, all right. I guess the royal family, and Harris is still part of the royal family, has a worldwide audience that is undeniable. So many people in many languages, I don't know, Spanish, Japanese, German, English, French, Russian, Chinese will like to read whatever Harry wants to say about his life, right? And especially when nobody knows what is the book gonna be about. Even the title, I think the title, I have the hunch that the title in this case is somewhat misleading. That they are trying to be like make some kind of non-spoil the content. Okay, what we are sure of is that it's gonna be some kind of attack, and it's gonna be a lot of self-pity, because they need strong emotions to, well, let it sell, to make it sell. Because usually in a memoir, the idea behind a memoir is to tell a story of transformation. And that's what Harry suggests when he says, I'm writing this book not as the prince that I was born, but the man that I have become. But we always ask the same question. Who is the man that you have become? What are your achievements? What have you done? I sincerely, for one, want to know what are your achievements, Harry. I genuinely do want to know, because I believe firmly, and this is no joke, I believe firmly that anybody can be redeemed, and anybody can change their life, and anybody can. I've done that with my own life. I made silly and grave and terrible mistakes, and I've hurt a lot of people too. And I think I managed to redeem myself, not in every way, but at least in the ways that made my family and my community better. So if I could do it, I think anybody can do it, and I think Harry and even Meghan can do it too. So I always give people the benefit of the doubt, because so many people gave me the benefit of the doubt, and I seized the opportunity to, do something better. So I think Harry has always had, and still has, the opportunity, as long as one is breathing. It has the opportunity, he or she has the opportunity to redeem themselves and do something better of their life, and not for other people, for themselves. But they have to value themselves as a person in the first place? And how can you value yourself as a person if you name your book Despair? Like you live by the shadow, under the shadow of another person, of William, of the monarchy, of the royal family. That is just plain sad. The title should have been something much more inspiring, much more inspiring. Not that. And we have that. The fact that Harry is looking straight into the camera. He wants to, well, come out as transparent, direct, etc. He has never been transparent. He has never been direct. He has lied as much as Meghan, and well, he's still hurting his family, and he hurt the Queen up to the very last hour. So, what can we make of this? What can we make of that? Well, not confident vote of confidence from the retailers who are slashing the price of Harry's memoirs 50% nonetheless. 50%. Like, that is true desperation. That is true desperation from Penguin Random House, and they cannot let this go any longer, because what was the problem with Penguin Random House? That they said, we're going to release the memoirs a couple months after the Jubilee celebrations, and we have to make sure that the Harry connected to the royals topic, that theme is still hot in the public's minds. So that is a marketing strategy. But what happened? The Queen died. So you can't. Oh my! We are trying to edit bullshit. They were not editing anything. They just couldn't release the book so close to the Queen's death. It's that simple. That's what I think it was Royally Blunt that said that. But I agree with her. That's it. They were not editing anything at all. So that's what is going to happen. That's what is happen. This book is going to flop. Maybe, I don't know if it's going to be, I think the amount of copies that they have to sell, maybe they managed to sell the copies to break even. Maybe they can make a profit, but it's not going to be the resounding success that they expected from from the start. And why? Because of character. Because the person, in this case Harry, has managed every single way to be despised by the public, to not have a platform, not have an audience. It's like he's doing this on purpose. I've said this many times, that Harry actually wants to live a private life, a genuinely private life. He doesn't want this, and it's showing. He's doing whatever Meghan says. He's doing whatever the publisher says. He wants to know how can he earn money. He could open that YouTube channel and he could earn more money than whatever he's doing. I'm sure about that. But, well, it's up to him. Continue with that so-called strategy. I don't know what he wants to do. And this is going to be, from the start, a total destruction of whatever is left of his reputation. My Royal Rogues, my name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue. And remember the two most important words: much love and bliss. Bye-bye.